Welcome to the Daily right here on Shaw TV. I'm Todd Jones, filling in for Kate Bergen, who's off in New York City, home of Spider-Man and many other superheroes. And speaking of superheroes, we're here in the studio of Hangman Comics. This right here is Nevin Arnold. He's a local comic book artist here in Ladysmith, but following his dreams, we're going to find out more about Nevin and what he does and his characters later on in this edition of the Daily. We have a packed show for you. We have another edition of Arts Now with Alexander Stewart. I'm pretty sure Matt Card will make an appearance and make fun of somebody. I'm guessing it's going to be me. We also go to West Vancouver to look at another wonderful, beautiful dream home. We have spinning gals. They spin around like this, I think, with Dunya Tozy. I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it. But first up, we go to Victoria. Jen Moranitz is looking at the Salish Sea, and the Aboriginal people are teaching people about the Salish Sea. But first up, Kelly Robinson, going to Coco Cafe. They are a non-profit organization that help employ people with disabilities. That there is work in progress. This is Nevin Arnold, a local comic book artist here in Ladysmith. We're hanging out in his studios. Nevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for letting us come in.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
You're all about comic books.
That's right. Weren't you wearing a Spider-Man shirt before?
Was that right? No, I don't think so. Anyway, Hangman Comics. What is Hangman Comics?
Hangman Comics is my own self-publishing comic book company. I started it in the mid-90s or so. Haven't done a lot with it in the last 10 years or so, but I've just got back into it. I just really love doing comics, and I just want to do it my own way, so I just figured I'd go back into self-publishing.
So, like comic book industry, like, you know, comics were huge in the 90s, back in the McFarlane days, back in the Larson days,
Oh, yeah.
Jim Lee, revolutionized, comic was huge. Then internet came out, a little bit of a falling off. Why are you deciding in 2000s to jump back in and get into comic books?
It's just something that I keep coming back to, and it's just something that I really love doing, and you know, there's not a lot of money in it, if any at all, but I would just be doing it anyway, so I might as well be finishing it and getting it out there, and if there's people out there that enjoy it, then that's great. But
so obviously you have a passion for comic books. How long have you been into comic books, and what inspires you to get in, to do this?
well, when I was young, when I was a kid, like I just spent all my summers hanging around on the curb out front of the comic book store in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and there was a little comic shop there downtown, and me and my friends would just get a Slurpee and we'd just sit on the curb and buy a bunch of comic books, and we'd just read comics all day. And I don't know, just something about them, just love at first sight, I guess.
So how far do you want to go with Hangman Comics? Where do you want to go to?
It'd be awesome if Hangman Comics turned out to be a big publishing company with hundreds of comic books and all that. That would be awesome, but I mean, if it ends up just being me doing Calavera for years and years, and I've got a bunch of other ideas that I want to get to too, then that's fine too.
So actually, you mentioned Calavera. That's one of your Calavera The Undead. Apparently, she's a 80s style rocker zombie chick, which sounds really interesting. We'll find out more about Calavera, Nevin's creation, right after we go to west side of Vancouver with Tim Chung with Dream Homes. But first up, Dunya Tozy and the Spinning Gals. They spin around, I think. I'm not sure. I can't spin anymore because I had a severe case of vertigo 10 years ago, and now I get nauseous and car sick so easy, and it's not good, but I'm sure Dunya will be fine. Spin away, Dunya. Welcome back to the Daily right here on Shaw TV. I'm still Todd Jones. Kate's away in New York City and I'm replacing her, but right now we're in Hangman Comics with Nevin Arnold here.
Todd, you were wearing a Batman shirt before, weren't you?
Batman shirt? No, this is Ghost Rider actually. Considering you're a comic book artist, I thought you'd have more attention to detail. But anyway, Calavera, your baby, your comic book for Hangman Comics. Tell me, who is Calavera the Undead?
Well, Calavera is a 1980s rocker chick who falls to her death in the beginning of the story.
Off a building?
Yeah, she falls off of a building. You don't know why or how it happened, it's just that's how it starts. And she falls to her death, and she wakes up in modern day, only now she's not alive anymore. She's a zombie, she's undead, and she keeps finding herself in strange places. And then she notices that she is possessed by a demon.
A demon?
Yeah, a demon that's sharing her body. And this demon has a mission to accomplish, and he needs to borrow her body in order to complete that mission.
So we have undead zombie, rocker chicks, demon possession. I'm guessing maybe this is for a mature audience, perhaps.
Yeah, it's not a kids comic. Yeah.
So I notice right now, black and white we have here. It's not the color like you see sometimes in stores.
That's right.
But black and white has a certain unique look to it. What is the black and white comic style that you like?
I like the black and white because it's all right there. Everything is just straight up. It's not hiding beneath an ocean of colors and effects. It's more raw. I kind of like that look.
So when you're doing Calavera, so basically you're the writer.
That's right.
The artist, and you also do the shading, I believe, too.
Yeah, I do the inking, the grayscale. Yeah, it's a one-man show.
So Calavera, what are your plans for Calavera? How far do you want to take your character?
I have at least 13 issues planned. I'd like to finish those. I'd like to go on forever if I could, but at the very least, I'd be happy just to finish my 13-issue story arc and then compile it all into a graphic novel.
She's a rocker girl. What's her favorite band? What's her favorite music she likes to listen to?
She's a big Dio fan. She's a big Iron Maiden and Judas Priest fan.
So she's more of a thrash metal, not a punk rocker. See, I'm a big Ramones fan. She listens to Ramones?
She does, yeah.
She got Ramones on her iPod? Because that's really important to me.
She doesn't know what an iPod is because she's from 1989, but she will figure it out.
She will figure it out because she is in the current year, right?
Yeah, that's right. Right now she's still excited about CDs.
I've always wanted to be a superhero. Do you think you could draw a picture of me as a superhero?
I don't have a lot to work with, but I could give it a shot.
I'll take that. But while he works on his amazing artwork of me, we have another amazing artist, which is Alexandra Stewart. She's an artist of hosting Arts Now, right now on Shaw TV. Welcome back once again to The Daily here on Shaw TV. I'm still Todd Jones with Nevin Arnold here.
I know you were wearing a Ghost Rider shirt before.
A Ghost Rider shirt? I don't think so. It's a Hangman Comics shirt.
Oh, well, that's your best one, yeah.
Well, he's just finishing off the little drawing of me as a superhero who I always wanted to be. Here I am. It's nice to see that he's got my physique properly. It looked like you're a little shy in the muscles, though. You could have beefed that up a bit more. And I see a T, and that must be for terrific.
I was thinking more terrible.
Terrible, because I'm terrible to all the arch villainy, bad people on Vancouver Island, I'm guessing. This looks awesome. Can I take this home with me?
By all means, take it.
Excellent. I'll put this right up there in my bedroom there so I can see myself, and my wife can look at me as a superhero she thinks I actually am. But we're here really to talk about Calavera. Calavera, an awesome comic book. If people want to look into Calavera, where can they find your comic?
You can get it at any comic book store on Vancouver Island.
On Vancouver Island only?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Are we able to order online possibly?
Yeah, you can order it online at nevsart.blogspot.com.
And that's also, if they have any other questions for you, they can contact you through there.
Definitely.
Well, Nevin, thank you very much for spending time with us here on The Daily. It was a pleasure getting to meet you and finding out about Calavera The Undead. Reporting for Shaw TV and The Daily, I'm Todd Jones.